Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night tonight. I just wanted to share some things with you guys about some things that God been sharing with me in this season as I've been away from social media and I truly miss you guys. I'm so happy that you guys have been reaching out to me. Some of you reached out to me during my time of separation, and I'm so happy that you guys reached out to me, showing me love and letting me know that you love me and that you care for me and stuff like that. Thank you for reaching out. But I do want to share some things that God been sharing with me along my time of separation. And one of the things that God shared with me was that what he's doing in this season, according to the times and the seasons that we're in, he spoke to me concerning two words, from former to foreign. Former and foreign are the two words that I wanted to basically speak about. And those two words are the words that God gave me concerning these times and seasons. And he was just telling me that I'm taking you from a former place to a foreign place. When we think about the word former, we see that word as being our past, something old, something, that in the beginning, something that happened in the beginning. And God's saying, I'm taking you away from the things that happened in the beginning. I'm taking you away from the things that happened in your past. I'm taking you away from that. And I'm putting you in a place of newness. I'm putting you in a place of unfamiliarity. I'm putting you in a place where you cannot figure things out so quickly, because it's a place that you're not yet familiar with. It's an uncommon place. So God is using things in this season. He's putting us in different positions that we're not used to and that we really don't have an understanding about. And one thing about the foreign place that God has taken us to that I just kind of learned about, I was calling the foreign place that God was taking me in my life. I'm like, this is the devil. This is not God. Maybe I made the wrong choice. Maybe this is, maybe this is just something that I thought of doing, but it's something that God was using to develop me and is using to develop me. See, sometimes we think that, okay, God, take me to that foreign place. Take me to that new place. God, I'm so ready to get out of this place that we call stuck. I'm so ready to get out of this place. God, take me out of this place, please, God. And so when he started taking you and reeling you out of that place and bringing you into a new place, into that foreign place, we start looking around and start thinking like, okay, why do it look like this here? Why is such and such here? Why can't I do this here? Why it's not built like this? Or why it's not programmed like this? Why the system is not this way? And why this, why that? Questioning whether it's right or not, and so God was showing me, like, when we go to the foreign place, we begin to question if it's God, because we question whether it's him, because it's not made or built in the way that it was, it's not made or built or designed for him to dwell. So we start calling it, okay, this is not God because God's system is not set up this way. This is not God because God doesn't establish certain things this way. So it's not God, and the people don't act this way, and this, that, and this, that. But God will use those very places that things are not, that he will use those very places that doesn't go our way. He will use those very places that doesn't align with how he orchestrate things. He will use those very places to demand the potential that he placed on the inside of us. And sometimes God would take you to a foreign place, not because, oh, I want to take you to a new place just so that you can enjoy yourself. It's not always about enjoyment. It's not always about feeling good. It's not always about getting that high and saying, yes, I made it. I'm in a new place. It's not always about that, because in fact, it's never about that. It's never about a place of, I'm better than what I used to be, and because they're still in that place, I'm better than them. No, it's not even about that. It's to develop you. And one of the words that God gave me yesterday was refine. God spoke to me. He said, I'm refining you in this season. I'm refining you. And I thought I knew what the word meant, because we use that word refine when we talk about fire, how fire refines things and stuff like that. And I looked up the word refine, and what I discovered is that it meant to get all the impurities out, to cleanse you, to purify. And God was saying, I am using this place of foreign, of newness. I'm using this place to refine you, to purify you, to get and groom you for where I'm taking you. I'm using this place for that. I'm using this place to take out of the things that don't belong in you. And sometimes we don't want to receive that because we think that we're all together. We think that we have everything under control. We think just because we know how to make a website and just because we know how to get a logo made. We think just because we got an audience and a fan base or whatever we want to call it, we think that because we have all of those things that we are okay. But we don't even understand that we have not even met the mark that God need us to meet in order to be used completely by him and to be used not just to be used by him, but to be legally ready for what he has for us. Some of us are illegal in the spirit. We are illegal. We are being used. We're using the gifts illegally. We're not ready. We're not ready. We're not prepared. We don't have the equipment. We don't have the necessary character for the job. And so he would take us to a place of foreign. And sometimes if I am on point with the Spirit of God right now, according to the book of Genesis, when it talks about the story of Joseph and how God took him away from, God showed him dreams about where he was going to go. God showed him, okay, I'm going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to be Lord over your family. You're going to be a leader over your family. And he saw those dreams and he began to share those dreams with his brothers. And we all know the story, how they sold him out and he became a slave. And when he was, his father loved him so much. His father loved him so much. He showed his love to his son Joseph so much that his brothers became jealous because they could see the difference in how his father treated him in comparison to how he treated them. And so they became jealous of him and they sold him into slavery. And when he was sold into slavery, the favor that he had with his father was stripped away from him. It was stripped away completely from him. And so he went from having favor, from being stripped away from the favor, from being stripped away from the familiar place, from being stripped away from the preferential treatment, from being stripped away from all the things that he had in that place. And so now he's sold into slavery and now he's working for someone that's a foreign place. See, where they dwelled in Canaan. And so he was sold into slavery and he had to go to Egypt. And see, Egypt is a foreign place from those in Canaan, from the people in Canaan. They spoke a different language. They lived a different lifestyle. And he had to now develop a new way of living, a new way of talking, a new way of speaking and communicating with people. He had to develop new skills. And sometimes the place of new, the place that we call foreign, the place that God is sending us to is never a place to be glorious in. It's not even a place to have an enjoyment about. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a place where you're about to get ready to work. You're about to get ready to humble yourself. You're gonna become humble on a whole new level. God is going to begin to show you things about yourself that you need to correct. And not only that, he's going to build you and develop develop your character for where he's taking you. And we think that the foreign place is a place of, okay, it's time for me to have fun, but the foreign place is a place where you're commanded to work. You're commanded to use everything that God instilled on the inside of you when you were back at home. You're committed to be who God called you to be. You're committed to be positive. You're committed to be loving. You're committed to be free from certain things. You're commanded because you're now in a foreign place that you're not familiar with. You're not even familiar with the people that are around you. And all the people who are around you are talking a different language. They're talking a different language, and you have to stand and be who God called you to be in that foreign place. Oh, does it mean that you succumb to the environment of the foreign place? No, it doesn't. It means that you remain being who God called you to be. Because Joseph knew God. because he knew God and he honored God and he worshiped God. He had favor with the people that were over him. And so when you go to that foreign place, God will give you favor even in the low place. He will give you favor even when you're working for other people. He will give you favor with your boss. He will give you favor with whoever's over you. You have favor. So don't ever feel like, oh, I'm going to this foreign place and everything is against me. And I don't have the favor that I used to have at home. I don't have the favor that was stripped away from me when I went away from my family. I don't have that same favor anymore. Guess what? You have even more favor in the foreign place. Joseph got that favor from Potiphar, the person that he worked for. And so it didn't matter what condition or what situation or where he was located. He had favor. In your foreign place, God is going to give you favor. You don't ever have to feel like, I'm not going to get the favor. God is not going to take care of me if I follow him, if I do what he called me to do, if I just listen to what he's telling me to do. I'm not going to have the favor that I need. He's going to leave me high and dry. No, God is not like that. God is not like people. We have to understand that we have to separate the characteristics of people and God. God is not a man that he shall lie, nor the son of man that he shall repent. He's faithful. He don't change his mind about what he say. So we got to get that out of our mind. And I just wanted to encourage you guys today, tonight, whatever time you look at this, I wanted to encourage you. Go to that place that God is calling you to. Don't be afraid. And it's going to be times you're like, this is not God. I'm not about to deal with this. I don't even know how long you got me here, but I'm about to stop this process. Don't stop it. Do not stop it, because it's in the process where God pull out the potential that's in you. We don't like that process because it puts a lot of pressure on us. We don't like the pressure that the pressure that foreign place puts on us. And so we start looking at the pressure. It's like, oh, this is the devil. This is not God, but it's actually God. And he's using that pressure. He's using that pressure to pull out of you the potential that he put in you. Don't be afraid to go through the foreign place. Don't be afraid to go through the process of the foreign place. Don't be afraid. Don't stop it, because the dream that God showed you, the person that he showed you that you are, that desire that you just can't get rid of, that's in your heart, that you know, like, I know God put this on the inside of me. I just know this is God. And that thing that's on the inside of you is going to begin to manifest as you go into the foreign place. You have to go through the route of the foreign place. You have to go through that route. You have to go through that route. We don't want to go through that route, but that's the route to our manifested blessings, our manifested dreams. That's the route. And that's all you need to encourage you. Encourage yourself. If I want to see the great things in my life that I've always dreamed of the things that I've always had in my heart, I've always been strongly convicted about my purpose. If I want to see those things manifested, then I have to go through this. And what's going to reassure that I'm going to make it is that God is with me. He'll never leave me nor forsake me. He's going to be with me. And he's going to provide for me. The word of God says, never have I seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. I don't have to worry about what I have and what I don't have. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He's my leader. He's my teacher. He's my comforter. He is my guider. So I lack nothing in this place. And that is a word of encouragement for ourselves. I lack nothing here. It doesn't matter how low I have to get. I lack nothing. Just know that this place is going to develop you. And I'm just so excited about what God is doing in this season, even if it's not as glorious as I would want it to be. even if it's not as glorious as I think it should be, it's still God, and it's still a great place to be in because it's assigned and appointed by God. So yes, I'm so happy that I was able to talk to you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little 15-minute clip. Is it really little? It's not really little. But I'm so happy that I was able to share this with you guys. Jesus, I have a cold. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and just stay tuned in. I'll be encouraging. I got some things planned that I want to really come out with soon, and really be committed to. So just stay tuned, and I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and God bless you. Have a good day.